Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? What's up, gamers? Nox, hello. I'm bored. Congrats on the early bird. The worm is yours. How are we doing? I hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. I thought you were saying that you were bored. No. I'm not bored. I just got here. How can I be bored? I'm vibing. I'm absolutely vibing. Bored? Me? Already? Absolutely not. Ooh. I once again remember to eat before stream. Not only that, I actually ate breakfast like 2 hours ago, and I just had a little lunch/snack thing before stream so that I would be extra energized. Ignore that yawn. That's unrelated. But I'm well fed today. I started last night. I made 3 days worth of lunches ahead in the fridge so that I can actually just like grab something and remember to eat. Extra energized proceeds to yawn loudly. Yeah. It's unrelated. I'm just always yawning. I feel like I've mentioned before, I feel like I yawn more than the average person, especially when I'm on stream. Like, I laugh a lot. Laugh? Where did laugh come from? I don't know. I yawn a lot, but I feel like it's even more on stream. Maybe you guys are just boring. That's a joke. You're not boring. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't think you guys are boring. You can't possibly be boring? Yeah, you're too annoying to be boring. Also a joke, don't worry. Although, once again, I did have someone come into my chat today and tell me that they were going to fall asleep to my voice. Interesting. Maybe I am boring. Maybe it's relaxing. Also, ad shouldn't be running. Ad in progress. Fuck. I ran ads, but I guess it didn't count the ads. Damn. I'm still learning how this ad system works. I can still hear you through them, though? That's even more bizarre. I'm truly baffled by the ad system. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it continues to elude me. It's very confusing. It says pre-roll is off, so it definitely did run the ads I did before. It just only counted them towards pre-rolls, not the main ad? I don't know. Twitch is held together by a couple pieces of string and some gum. No comment. No comment. Don't get mad at me, Tom Clancy. No, not Tom Clancy. Who... The CEO of Twitch, his name isn't Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy is the Rainbow Six Siege guy. So, it's Clancy something. There's a Clancy in there somewhere. I'm pretty confident in that, at least. I don't know. Dan Clancy? It might be Dan Clancy. I'm gonna Google it. Twitch CEO. Oh, it is Dan Clancy. I was actually correct. Holy shit. Took me a minute, but Dan Clancy was correct. Don't get mad at me, Dan Clancy. I like Twitch a lot. I know you're trying. Wow. I've heard he's a really nice guy, actually. I've heard some people say they like met him in an elevator at TwitchCon or something, and they were like, he was a really chill guy. Someone needs to inform him that mullets don't look good on anyone. That is a lie. Mullets look good on some people. It's just that most of those people are lesbians. Does he have a mullet? I don't think he has a mullet. I think he just has long hair. Doesn't look like he has a mullet. I think he just has long hair. I've heard he's a real nice guy. So. He just has very long, luxurious-looking gray hair. Honestly, I think gray hair is sick. I'm looking forward to my hair going gray. I got a couple? Hell yeah. I've tried dyeing my hair gray, but it's so much upkeep. Like, if I dye my hair pink, it's like, just dye, and then I re-up the dye every so often, unless I want it really light pink, in which case I bleach first, and then I have to take care of the roots, and that's even more annoying. But, like, doing, like, a silver or a gray hair color is it's so much work. Because you gotta bleach, and then you gotta tone, and then you gotta dye. And then you have to keep up with the roots with bleach, tone, and dye, and it's like, I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for this. So I've given up on having my hair dyed gray. I'm just gonna wait until it happens on its own. Do you think that's bad? Think about those people who get those rainbow gradient hair. I know. Oh my god, it's so pretty, but I could never. I could never. Titus, hi Titus. Hello, hello. What's up? How's it going? It's going pretty good. I slept in pretty late. I woke up earlier with a headache, and I was like, going back to bed. So I slept in quite a bit. But I tried a new over-the-counter pain medicine, and it seems like it helped with my headache a lot more than the other one does. So I'm gonna have my fingers crossed that that'll help with all the headache issues I've been having lately. Headaches are not fun. I've been drinking enough water most days, I think. I don't know, maybe I should probably drink more water anyway, but like... Okay, there's some water. Okay. I told you about how my dorm building damn near burned down the other day, right? I don't think so. That doesn't ring a bell. You know what I love? Those posts where the people are like, my significant other took this while I was sleeping, meanwhile you can see them doing it themselves in the background. Oh my god, yeah, those posts are so funny. Where it's like, oh, my girlfriend took this picture of me sleeping, and then there's a mirror in the background that shows it's a selfie. Those are so good. I was introduced to something amazing recently. There's, I think the subreddit for it is called, like, r/didn't have eggs or something. But it's a subreddit where, people post, like, recipe reviews, where people give bad reviews of the recipe after making, like, ridiculous substitutions. They're like, I didn't have barbecue sauce, so I used Diet Pepsi, and this sucked. And it's like, girl, it sucks because you used Diet Pepsi. You're not leaving a bad review of the recipe, you're leaving a bad review of the stupid decision you made. Substituted the shredded carrots in this recipe with kale, and it was disgusting. Like, you tried to make a carrot cake with kale, and you thought it would be good, and that's the recipe's fault. It's truly astounding. Some of these substitutions. It's so funny. Oh yeah, I've seen some like that. Oh, I really don't care for sugar, so I used a third of a cup instead of a fourth of a cup, and it is still too sweet. That upsets me. That upsets me. That upsets me. Learn to do math. Internet problems gotta go. Oh, okay, I hope you get them fixed. That is genuinely upsetting. I read somewhere that the 3rd-pound burger failed in America because Americans thought that the quarter pounder was bigger. I don't know how true that is, but there's some days where I'm like, yeah, I'm convinced. I'm bored. Hello, welcome in. Yep, that is true. Yeah, I believe it. We Americans aren't that smart. We're doing our best, you know? Most of the time, I'm doing my best. Sometimes I'm phoning it in a little bit, but most of the time, I am trying. Oh my god. I learned something recently, about the Swedish Christmas goat. I think it's called, like, Svetbard or something? Svetbard? I might be completely making that up and or butchering it. But, apparently there's this town in Sweden. The Swedish Christmas goat. Okay, so, here's the story as it was told to me. There's a town in Sweden, and every year they build, like, a big straw goat for Christmas. The Swedes and their Christmas goat. Yes, you know about this. You know about this. Every year they build a big straw goat for Christmas, and it's, like, huge. And it's burned down so many times. I think the first couple times it might have been an accident, but now people like try and destroy and burn down the goat every year, and it's like a sport to see like who can destroy the Swedish Christmas goat. And you can watch like 24/7 security camera footage of it. And like there was a year when a bunch of people like dressed as wizards took it down with flaming arrows, which is hilarious. Hey, what sport do you play? Burning the Christmas goat. It really is an extreme sport. And like a weirdly large portion of years the Christmas goat does not survive. Fuck you, I cast Fireball, yeah. Like, imagine it's being a group of guys dressed up as wizards, or like whatever they were dressed up as, with flaming arrows to destroy the Christmas goat in Sweden. That's amazing. And they keep trying to, like, make it harder to destroy the goat, so they've got, like, security cam footage, they've got, like, guards. And this year might be the funniest year yet, because apparently the Christmas goat did not burn down this year. No one burned it down. However, the straw they used to build the Christmas goat had more seeds than usual in it, and it got ripped apart by birds foraging in it throughout the holiday season. So the Swedish Christmas goat once again was destroyed. This time not by the hubris of man and their fire, but by the hunger of local Swedish birds. And that's incredible to me. Isn't that what Christmas is all about? And then the birds ripped the straw flesh of the Christmas goat to shreds to get a bunch of seeds out of the straw. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. Listen, last time there was a giant animal source, there were a bunch of men in it. That's true. Oh my god. 2025 Swedish Christmas goat proposal. We all hide inside the Swedish Christmas goat when they put it up, and then break out of it like the Trojan horse, destroying it in the process. 2024, 2025? What year is it? It's 2024. 2024 Christmas goat destruction proposal. Trojan horse year. Just hope someone doesn't burn it down while you're in it. You know, that's a good point, actually. Imagine you're in the Swedish Christmas goat. And you're like, oh my god, this Trojan horse joke is gonna be so funny. And then the wizards with flaming arrows show up. I was just about to point out how that would be a terrible idea since people are constantly trying to burn it to the ground. Yeah. Honestly, that might be my favorite. That might be one of my favorite Christmas traditions. Damn, it's getting hot in here. I mean, the whole thing's made of dry straw. That's why it's so flammable. It probably just goes up in an instant. But every year I look forward to... I see the articles and it's like, Swedish Christmas goat has been erected. And then I wait a few weeks and I see, Swedish Christmas goat has been destroyed yet again. And it's just... I look forward to it every year, you know? I'm not even Swedish. It's just something that I feel like almost everyone can get together behind. Whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or Festivus, or Yule, I truly believe that something everyone can think is funny as hell is the small town's commitment to destroying this straw goat. That's the true spirit of the holiday season. Burning the Swedish Christmas goat brings us together as a community. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. So hot! Just hope one of them doesn't have to take a smoke break. That would be hilarious. Actually, you know what? 2024 proposal for destroying the Swedish Christmas goat. Trojan Trojan Swedish goat is a bad idea. We've decided that's a bad idea that will probably lead to people getting burned alive. My follow-up is 2024 Swedish Christmas goat destruction plan. We get a man on the inside. We get a man on the inside who applies to be a guard for the Swedish Christmas goat. And all he does is take a cigarette break and throw his cigarette butt at the goat. That's my proposal. I think that would be really funny. I keep getting recommended garlic bread memes by Reddit. I love garlic bread. God, it's so good. I learned that sports headlines can be very sus. I never look at sports headlines. I was at my girlfriend's family's house the other day, and they had like a football game on that had been on earlier in the day, and her aunt was like, "Hey, you guys, don't tell me what happens in this football game, okay? No spoilers for the football game." And we were like, I can safely assure you, we did not even know there was a football game on today. We could not tell you who was playing. You know more about this football game than we do. We are not, even if we wanted to spoil who wins for you, we could not do that. Such as tired gay succumbs to dicks from a track race from like 13 years ago. That's a pretty good one. I truly believe that whoever wrote that knew what they were doing. Apparently, I cannot comment on the actual, like, scandal of this because I didn't watch it, or I didn't read any of these articles. I'm not up to date on it. I don't go to, it was either Harvard or Yale. I think it was Yale. I don't go to Yale, if you couldn't tell. I'm not exactly an Ivy League type of bitch. But I know that the president of Yale or something was in some hot water recently over something. And all the headlines were like, President Gay issues, apparently their last name is Gay, so it was just, President Gay issues statement on recent controversy or something. And I may be an adult, but I don't think that will ever stop being funny to me. Like, President Gay is such a strong title. It's so evocative. Gaylord? That's so 15th century. Gaylord, please. You think we're just, like, stuck in the medieval times? Stuck in gay serfdom? No. We've switched to a gay democracy, and now we have a president gay instead of a gaylord. God bless the USA. Oh my god, I've only been on for half an hour and I already have to pee again. Fuck. Why have I been cursed with the constant need to piss? God bless America, even though it's a shithole half the time. I did recently learn that the Costco food court in Canada has French fries and poutine. And our Costco does not have French fries. So I am a little sad about that. I think America would be a better country if Costco had French fries here. I have to drink so much water because of my kidney stones. I pee every 10 minutes. It's annoying. I just have to pee all the time. It might have something to do with my endometriosis. Like, maybe I have some sort of, like, tissue growth affecting my bladder. But, oh my god. I had an ultrasound recently. I remember the Hitchbot incident made it coast to coast in Canada, didn't last 2 seconds in Philly. Oh my god, the hitchhiking robot, that was so good. I had an ultrasound recently, and because they were scanning like my organs to see if there was any like visible on the ultrasound damage to any of them from endometriosis, they were like, you need to drink 32 ounces of water an hour before your appointment, and do not pee. You have to come with your bladder full. So I drank 4 cups of water, a quart of water, with my breakfast an hour before this appointment, and couldn't pee. And I get to the doctor's office and I have to pee so bad. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I feel like I'm gonna cry, I have to pee so bad. I feel like I have to cry, and when I cry, I'm going to cry pee. I feel like every liquid in my body right now is pee. And they did like the first couple scans, and they were like, okay, you can go use the bathroom now. And I was like, oh, thank God. It was so bad. Like, I knew it was gonna be bad. As I was drinking that much water, I was like, oh no. But it was so bad. Sorry, now I'm just talking about pee. I do actually have to go pee though, so we're gonna, I know it's a little early for the ad break, but I need to pee, and also it didn't count the one earlier, so it's gonna start auto running ads soon anyway, so we're just gonna take this as an opportunity to do ads. Why did we start talking about piss? Because I have to piss. I'm just gonna add that like go piss girl, gossip girl meme to my BRB screen. I think that would get the point across pretty well. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee. BRB. BRP. Hey, hello, I have valiantly returned. I have valiantly returned, and I actually brought I brought a blanket with me, too, because a bitch is cold. I get cold so easily. Will you blanketing? Ooh. Excuse me. Ugh. Wow. You smell like a bitch. Excuse me. Okay, okay, okay. I already had a snack. I used the bathroom. I have a blanket. Yeah, I think I'm all set up for success. I think I shouldn't need another break for a little while. I had a snack, I have water, I'm warm. Hell yeah. I got distracted by the new mobile Devil May Cry game. Unfortunately, it's a gacha game. Damn. Gacha games. I only ever played one gacha game, but I played it for like 3 years. And, in all honesty, I don't know why. Sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should pick that game up again. Like, it wasn't one of the big ones. It was called Food Fantasy. The only gacha game I ever got into was called Food Fantasy. And you would draw these characters who were based on different, like, foods and beverages, and build a team, and you, like, ran a little restaurant. And, honestly, it was really fun. Looking back, it was really fun. Maybe I should get back into it. But there was, like, a special, like, they were called food souls. There was a special food soul you could get. I think it was fruit tart, by signing into the game every single day for a year. And I have it. I have fruit tart. And it's really, maybe I should download it again. Because I used to play it all the time. It was really fun. I was in like one of the top 5 guilds in the game. And you want to know how much money I spent on that gacha game? In the 3 years I played it religiously? 99 cents. I did not like the gacha mechanic, so I refused to spend money on it. And I was like, fuck the gacha mechanic. I'm gonna play this gacha game and spend almost... I think I spent 99 cents one time and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm gonna spend no money on this, and I'm gonna be in... And I'm gonna be in the #1 guild. Or, not the #1, and I'm gonna be in one of the top 10 guilds. Hi, Sly! Hello! Welcome in! The main Devil May Cry games are basically carpal tunnel speedruns. Ooh. That sounds unpleasant. I'm glad you didn't spend much money, but a lot of what you're saying right now is very sad. It's sad? I didn't spend money, I just played the game. I refuse to give in to the gambling gacha mechanics. And I just had fun with my little food-themed anime girls in the game for a while. And then I just never logged in again. There was a lot of time where I played casually. Like, I wasn't super, like, obsessive about it. It's a pretty casual game. And, like, it's not like Genshin where it takes, like, hours of grinding every day or anything. I don't know, I've never actually played a Genshin, but I've heard that there's a lot of grinding. But... yeah, I would just, like, log in once a day and, like, you know, do my dailies for like 5 to 15 minutes. And that was all I did. I played it on my phone too. It was just a mobile game. So I would just be like waiting for class to start, and I'd just be like doing my quick little dailies on my phone. It was not like an all-consuming thing. Just a little fun mobile game. I'm just very proud that I got so far in the game. Like, I got so far in the game that sometimes they hadn't even translated the voice lines into English yet. I was just proud of how far I got with how I refused to spend any money on it. It gets worse in 5. There's a character where you basically have to crab claw the controller. The funny part is he's the easiest to play too. You just press 2 buttons over and over and maybe the occasional 3rd button. Oh, so you're trading ease in the moment for hands that don't hurt in the future. Very poetic. Corvin, have you heard about Project Mugen? I feel like this is some sort of D's Nuts joke. Is this a D's Nuts joke? I've been got with D's Nuts jokes on stream before. I have been got. And now I am hyper vigilant. I am hyper vigilant. I will not be D's Nuts on my stream again. It's not, it's a game that's coming out this year. Oh. It's not, it's a PS5 game. I'm really paranoid about the D's Nuts jokes. PS5 game. I actually haven't heard about it. Let me look it up. Project Mugen. Do you want to experience a vibrant life? I mean, yeah, that sounds nice. Mugen D's Nuts. It's not even good. Oh. Oh, this is one of them anime girl games. I see a bunny girl right here. Yeah, I see cat ears there in the background. Interesting. I don't have a PS5, but this does look cute. The city looks very cute. Yeah, that looks cute. Did you know that Lickitung evolves? I feel like I did know that, but I don't know what it evolves into. I feel like I used to know. I only ever played Pokemon Go. But... Hold on. Lickitung evolution. Licky Licky. Oh god, I knew that. I knew that. I knew Licky Licky. Oh god. I scrolled down and there's like a hyper-realistic Lickitung. I do not like that. Is that from like Detective Pikachu or something? I don't know. I don't like how wet its tongue looks. I'm closing that tab now. That makes me upset. It is really a game without every single character being a big titty anime waifu. Oh, nice. My, one of my friends is a big Arknights fan. I tried to get into Arknights, but I'm honestly just a little too bird-brained for it. Arknights was... I like tower defense games, but it was, like, really complicated. So I couldn't get too far in it. But apparently they have a new game coming out that's, like, a 3D, like, exploration Factorio, sort of Genshin Impact style game that's, like, way different than Arknights, and it's, like, a sequel. And my friend is a beta tester for it, and he was showing us in Discord some of the voice lines and stuff, and he streamed a little bit of it in our Discord call, and it was like, damn, this is a big level up in production value from Arknights. It looks pretty cool, honestly. I think it's called Project Enfield? Arknight's Enfield test? I don't know. It's something Enfield, but it looked really cool. Voice acting probably could have used a little work though. I was not impressed with some of the voice acting, especially on the more minor characters. Project Movin' is not going to be just PlayStation, it's going to be on everything. Oh, maybe I'll check it out then. 3-stream streak. Say that 5 times fast. Thank you for the streak, Sly. Welcome in. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. You've been here. That whole thing is that you've been here. I'm sorry, that was a brain fart. Thank you for hanging out for the last 3 streams. I don't know why I said welcome in. Force habit, I guess. Wow. Ooh. Brain go burr. It sure do. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Excuse me. You look like a whore. Excuse me. Last night, my girlfriend had some snacks on her desk last night. She had some like little donut hole snacks. And we were on a Discord call with our friends and I wanted a donut hole. So I was like, baby, baby. And she looks over and I want to say, baby, can I please have a donut hole? But instead what happens is I go, baby, and she looks over and I go, whore. I was... She's very patient. Thankfully, she has a good sense of humor. I mean, 5.5 years... 5.5 years of dating someone with Tourette's, you gotta have a good sense of humor. I'd honestly just laugh at that. Oh, she died laughing. She loved it. She thought it was hilarious. And so did everyone else in the Discord call. They were all like, oh my god. My internet cut out, so I missed that. Oh, I was, last night my girlfriend and I were both on a Discord call with our friends, and she had some donut holes. And I was trying to get her attention so she would pass me a donut hole, and I went, baby? And I wanted to say, can I please have a donut hole? But instead what happened was I went, baby, and she turned, and I said, whore. Our roommate is like, it seems like you're always being mean to her specifically. Yeah, our roommate is like, it seems like you're always just either spouting gibberish or being mean to her. Like, that's your 2 most prominent tics. And I'm like, yeah. Honestly, if someone can't put up with your shit, they don't deserve you, so that is a keeper, true 10 out of 10. Oh, she's fantastic. She's a very good sport. She's pretty immune to jump scares now. Because sometimes I just yell. So over the last several years, she's gotten to the point where, like, she's got nerves of steel. I can just yell and she just, like, is not fazed. I 100% agree with I'm bored. Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't deal with people who are mean to me about my Tourette's. I don't have time for that. You make so many noises, it's like you have Tourette's or something. I know. Did you beat that Oshi game? No, I didn't. It's really hard. That buxom werewolf. Ahem, that's what she said. Wow! Hebba-da-bebba-da-bebba-da-bebba. Hebba-da-bebba-da-bebba-da-bebba. Hebba-da-bebba-da-bebba-da-bebba-da-bebba-da-bebba. What was I saying? I was saying something before I just started spouting gibberish. Ugh! What was I gonna say? You were talking about the busty wolf or something? Oh. That's just my favorite voice line from Meet Your Oshi. I played Night 3 so many times. Stream Elements, you're a little late. We've been live for like almost an hour. I played through Night 3 so many times because I kept dying. And Night 3 always opens with the guy on the phone saying, that buxom werewolf. And I don't know why, but that just got me every time. Maybe I'll edit a Meet Your Oshi video from my VOD where it's just me saying buxom werewolf every single time. Wow! Could be fun. 2 minutes of Corbin dying in Meet Your Oshi and saying buxom werewolf. Wow! Excuse me. You stink. You're stinky. You're stinky. You smell. Excuse me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thanks for checking out the throne. I'm nervous about this. I'm about to get like a bunch more throne requests for extremely specialized kitchen equipment. You removed the tiny cheese wheel I've had on there. There was no tiny cheese wheel. There was a $400 chunk of Parmesan cheese that's like the size of my entire body. I don't remember a tiny cheese wheel. That's a lot of cheese. Worth it. I thought I also suggested a 1 pound one. Hold on, let me look. Fan suggestions. I don't see a 1 wheel or a 1 pound wheel of cheese. I just see like figgy pudding. Fucking figgy pudding art. Hebba-da-beh. Hebba-da-beh-ba-da-beh-ba-da-beh-ba-da-beh-ba-da-beh. I never know what to put on my throne. I don't know. Just stuff, I guess. Excuse me. What was I saying? New gift suggestion. Okay, let's see. What's this? It's always the gift suggestions. Guys are always suggestion shit. Pecorino Calabrese. 3-pound wheel. Yeah, sure, fine. I'll put the wheel of cheese. There you go. I approve the cheese. There you go. You guys are ridiculous. What am I gonna do with 3 pounds of cheese? Actually, I could probably eat 3 pounds of cheese. That giant wheel of Parmesan that was hundreds of dollars. I couldn't eat that much cheese. But I could eat 3 pounds of cheese. I could do that. I can give some to my dad or something. My dad likes a nice cheese. I could eat 3 pounds of cheese in one sitting and then regret it later. Yeah, I could probably do that. Actually, after looking at that giant wheel of cheese, it was actually only a 10-pound wedge. Oh, that's way too expensive then. How much is a pound of cheese? A pound of cheese. How much does a pound weigh? I'm picturing a pound of butter. Okay, pound of butter. And then of cheese. Okay. And then 3 pounds. That is quite a bit of cheese. I think that's plenty. 3 pounds of cheese is plenty of cheese. Cheese whore. Excuse me. You smell. You smell like a bitch. You smell like a bitch. Excuse me. $4 to $8 a pound for the cheap stuff. Yeah, I don't need crazy expensive cheese. I just like cheese. I don't really like American cheese though. I don't know, it just doesn't taste very good to me. And I don't like how sticky it is. Teach their own, but I'm not a big American cheese gal. I'll pretty much only eat it on like fast food. Because like on a fast food burger or sandwich or something, like everything else tastes artificial too. So I think that it all like blends together and it's fine. But if it's like just American cheese on like a homemade burger or something, it just tastes out of place to me and I don't like it. I saw someone who makes a grilled cheese sandwich by putting bread in the toaster and then using a torch on a giant wheel of cheese and just scraping it off onto the toasted bread. I'm not upset at the fact that they're doing it that way. That sounds tasty. I just don't know if that counts as a grilled cheese. Like, it sounds tasty, but I don't know if it's a grilled cheese. It just sounds like fondue toast. I mean, I guess fondue has, like, other stuff in it. When I was in culinary school, we had, like, a presentation for one of my classes where you got assigned, like, a food, and you had to give a presentation on the history of the food and how to make it and stuff. And, I remember someone's, dish was fondue, and the way they gave their presentation was they opened it with, like, so in most parts of Europe, when you have a meal, you'll probably have some bread, some cheese, and some wine. But in Switzerland, they put it all in one. And I was like, this is an incredible presentation. I am enthralled. I want to know more. Now that's a hook. Incredible. Someone took a public speaking class. I do love fondue, though. My great auntie loves to entertain. And when I was younger, she used to do these fondue Christmas parties. She would do it on the 23rd, so it was her annual Christmas Eve party. And we would all go to my great auntie's, and she would make a big pot of fondue and have like all kinds of stuff to dip in it, and we would just have like a pre-Christmas fondue party. I used to look forward to that. As my family's getting older, they've cut down the party traditions a bit, but maybe someday I'll host a Christmas Eve fondue party. 'Cause that ruled, I won't lie. I love fondue. Kitsu! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Sounds fun. Oh yeah. My great auntie's parties were always really fun. She hosted Thanksgiving every year when I was a kid too, and there would be like 40 people there. There'd be like 40 people at Thanksgiving. And in the front room there'd be like a table with her big huge Polly Pocket collection on it, and all the like little kids would play with the Polly Pockets while the adults got ready for dinner. And then there would be like a bunch of rows of tables for all these people, and everyone would bring food, and it was like this massive event. And then everyone would go sit in the garage and they'd smoke cigars and play piano and sing. And I remember when I was younger, it was always like, oh, the adults are in the garage. The adults are in the garage. It's very scary. It's intimidating. And then when I was old and brave enough to like go sit in the garage and just like hang out and listen to them like play piano and sing, and they're just playing like fucking Billy Joel Piano Man and singing off key and smoking cigars, and I was like, this rules. I feel like an adult. When I was a kid, my grandmother threw huge Christmas parties as well. There was always like tons and tons of people there, but I never even knew and only met for Christmas. But you know, 20 years later, that number dwindled down significantly, and I still don't know who any of those people were. Oh yeah, there were so many people where it's like, how am I related to you? Am I related to you? Why are you here? Why am I here? Where am I? Hello? They'd just be like, this is so-and-so. She's a Japanese translator. She's here she's here for Thanksgiving, but she normally lives in Tokyo. Say hi. And I'm like, I didn't know we had family in Tokyo. And they're like, oh, she's not family. And I'm like, how do you know this person? None of you speak Japanese. Where did you meet this woman? She's here at Thanksgiving. Like, she's nice, she's cool. Like, she brought pasta salad. Hell yeah. But like, where did you find her? Church? My family doesn't go to church. My family does not go to church. They just know everyone. They're just aggressively friendly. Yeah, my family just like, they own a business. Yeah, that's a normal church thing, but otherwise pretty unusual. Yeah, they don't go to church. Almost nobody in my family goes to church. We're just like a really big, outgoing, extended family. And there's like a family business. There's like a family business store that a bunch of people have like worked in over the years, and like they meet a lot of people through the shop. And, sometimes you'll just be like, how do we know this person? And they're like, oh, you know my cousin? I'll be like, hey dad, how are we related to this person? How do we know this person? He's like, oh, so, when I was a kid, or when I was like 25 and I worked at the family shop, they worked there at the same time. And we've just kept in contact over the last few decades. And they're just like basically family now. So there's all these people who I've like met multiple times. They're always like, oh my god, you've grown so much since I last saw you. And like, there's so many people who I thought I was related to, and then I ask about them sometime and they're like, oh no. No, they just started coming to Thanksgiving one year, now they're here every year. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, my family is aggressively social. Aggressively social. I struggle to maintain conversation with people for longer than a month. I could not imagine doing it for decades. Yeah. A lot of people are just regulars at the shop still, I guess. Or my great auntie's Rolodex. Rolodex? Yeah, Rolodex. Rolex is the fancy watch. Rolodex is where you put everyone's addresses and phone numbers and stuff. Yeah, I think her Rolodex is just like really well organized. But I know I'll talk to my dad every so often and he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to your great auntie's tonight. So-and-so's in town. And whenever anyone's in town, they're always visiting my great aunties. It's like a big social hub. Wow. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Sometimes family is you, your immediate relatives, your extended relatives, and friends of your extended relatives who you have absolutely no relation to, but you've known your entire life. That's what it's all about. You smell like a bitch. You smell like a bitch. Excuse me, I'm very mean tonight. Tonight, it's 2:15 p.m. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. My family struggles to maintain contact, so I've had to actively fight that. Oh, that sucks. I have really big extended families on both of my parents' sides of the family. So growing up, there was stuff like, my mom is one of like 10 kids, and my grandma's one of 14. So my extended family is massive on that side. So growing up, there would be something where my mom would be like, oh, your cousin graduated from military school. And I'm like, I have a cousin in military school? And she's like, yeah, so-and-so. And I'm like, I have never heard of this person before in my life. There's just too many of them. Someone asked me how many cousins I had one time, and I had to spend like 5 minutes counting on my hands. That reminds me of those memes where people are like, what did people do before the internet? And then you'll have family photos of like 20 kids. I can tell you what my family did before the internet. Get into ruckus. My mom has all these stories from when she was a kid about how her brothers would wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna build a go-kart today. And they would build a go-kart. And it worked. But it didn't have any, like, safety precautions built in. So it did work. They just, like, lost half the skin on their arms to road rash because there wasn't any, like, protection. Like, they were zooming. Just not safely. My mom will be like, oh, my mom will casually drop crazy lore. She'll be like, oh yeah, when I was a kid, I remember your uncle built stilts one time. Just for fun one day, and then he walked around town on stilts. And I'm like, what? Oh yeah, you know my younger brother, when we were kids, one time he built a raft after it rained really hard, and he just went rafting down the local creek. Like, I didn't know I was related to fucking Phineas and Ferb. Where were they getting all of this stuff? One day you'll find out she was the leader of a biker gang, then your dad will be like, oh yeah, I remember that, I had to fight all of them. My mom was definitely not the leader of a biker gang. My mom is so scared of motorcycles. She is so scared of motorcycles. She would never. I've done all sorts of kid shenanigans. I like much more tame kid shenanigans. Like, I didn't use the internet a lot as a kid. I was not one of those, like, iPad babies. So I did a lot of, like, random kid shenanigans. They were just a lot safer than building homemade go-karts. Like, we used to build little houses for the snails in our yard. We'd, like, make a little house out of, like, rocks and leaves and sticks and stuff, and then we'd find a snail to live in the house. We did that a lot. Mine were less straight up dangerous, but still very creative. Yeah, I did some creative stuff. We had a bunch of squash in our garden one year, like way too much squash, more than we could possibly eat. And I was like, this sounds like a good opportunity for entrepreneurship. And so we cut up a bunch of squash to try and go around and sell it to our neighbors. Except we weren't allowed to use the stove, so our free samples of squash were just raw squash. I don't know that anyone bought any squash, but we tried. I remember you telling me about the snail hotel and how you drowned lots of snails. Oh yeah, I thought snails could breathe underwater for some reason. I don't know where I got that, but rip to all the snails who died because I'm stupid. To this day, I'll just wake up sometimes and be like, I have a random idea. This is what I'm doing today. When I was a teenager, I woke up one day and I was like, today I'm gonna make a birdhouse. And I went downstairs and I had breakfast and I told my mom, I'm like, I'm gonna make a birdhouse today. And she's like, okay, sweetie. And then I came back inside like 2 hours later and I was like, look at this birdhouse I built. And she's like, how the fuck? Where did you even find stuff for that? Like, I don't know. I went in the garage and now I have a birdhouse. I sharpened sticks a lot in middle school. Ah, that does sound dangerous, yeah. I was never particularly violent, which is good, I think. I think that's a good sign. Sharpening sticks. That's the most, like, middle school thing I can imagine. When I was a kid, we had this, like, book, and it was, like, a bunch of fun things to do or something, and one of them was, like, turn peach pits into rings. And they were like, if you rub a peach pit on the sidewalk on both sides long enough, you'll wear it down to the core, and you can just pop out the core and wear it like a ring. And we were like, that's fun, we're gonna do that. And so we spent the number of hours we probably spent throughout my childhood rubbing peach pits against the sidewalk. We never successfully made a ring. Like, we never actually got it to work, but we probably spent like almost 100 hours throughout the years of my time going to that summer camp. Just rubbing a peach pit on the sidewalk in the hopes that we could turn it into a piece of peach pit jewelry. And we never successfully pulled it off. It's truly bizarre how much time we spent on that. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, maybe one of these days someone will pull it off. I don't know. You know, I've never actually looked it up. Peach pit rings. I wonder if this is just a thing they put in the book to keep kids busy. Like, did they just do it because they were like, this is gonna keep kids so distracted? The neighbor boys taught me how to make a slingshot. Oh, I wasn't allowed to do that. My mom was like, you're gonna kill birds. You're not allowed to shoot things. Okay, peach pit rings do exist. This is an actual thing. But it looks like most people make them with, like, actual tools. Like they're actually making them with, like, a sander or, like, a Dremel or whatever it's called. They look sick, though, I won't lie. It does look pretty sick. Dremel. What do you call it? A Dremel? I think it's a Dremel. You know the little spinny sandy tool? Dremel? Jimmy Dremel. We never shot at animals. Yeah, I think my mom had just seen kids do that when she was a kid and she was nervous that we would do it, so she was like, no slingshots for you guys. We used paper ammo and shot at each other or leaves. Nice. You're smelly. You're smelly. Ooh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Speaking of smelly, my cat just used the litter box. And I can tell from across the room. Oh boy. Ugh. Alright. Wow! I was once on a youth camping trip and found river clams and made one of the leaders cook them so I could try one. Oh, I bet they were so nasty. Was it like a river that would have been safe to eat from? Because I've heard so many stories about kids like catching fish from super polluted rivers and getting really sick trying to eat them. Like, oh gee whiz, I caught this carp from behind the glue factory. Time for lunch, and it's like, bud, don't eat that. Do not eat that. You're going to get so much poison. Yeah, I was the only one who dared and I only tasted it, lol. Yeah. A random river clam I found at camp, I would not eat that. I think they made sure I agreed to spit it out. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That sounds like a one-way ticket to, like, mercury poisoning or something. That's what's in a lot of those lakes, right? Mercury. When I was in school as a kid, they taught us that in the gold rush, they used mercury for a lot of like mining stuff, and they were just like dumping it in the San Francisco Bay. And that now they want to dig the San Francisco Bay deeper, but if they try and dig up the bottom of the bay, they'll kick up all the mercury at the bottom and poison the bay. So they just can't make the bay deeper. Which is such a bizarre sequence of events. The year is 1849. You're mining gold in the gold rush, and you're like, I'll just pour a bunch of mercury into this giant bay. And then hundreds of years later, they're like, we have to keep using smaller boats, because if we try and make it work for bigger boats, we will kill all the fish. I loved making fishing poles and toy boats and arrows. And toy boats and bows and arrows and spears. Den, you were like, you had like a Stone Age vibes childhood. You were like making tools and shit. That's pretty sick. I didn't do like any sort of like extreme evolutionary activities. I just kind of hung out. I read a lot of chapter books. Alright, unfortunate news. I have to pee again. I have to pee again, so it's time for another break and more ads, but I'll be right back. BRB, see you in a minute. Hello, I'm back. Wow. What's up, gamers? God, I need to clean my desk. It's a nightmare. Maybe I'll do that today. Oh. Sorry, I totally spaced out. I should have taken my plate that I had my deviled eggs on back to the kitchen when I was on that break, but I forgot, and then I was just staring at the empty container of deviled eggs. Oh my goodness, why am I sleepy? No sleepy. No sleepy, only streamy. Wow! You smell like a bitch. I had a thought, and then that happened, and now I don't have a thought anymore. God damn it. Wow! Ugh. What was I gonna say? I don't know. That happens to me all the time where I have something I'm gonna say, and then I tick and I interrupt myself, and then I forget. It always pisses me off, because I have no one to blame. No one to blame but myself. And I can't even really blame myself, because I don't do it on purpose, so. It's just like, ah, god damn it. Oh well. It'll come to me, or it won't. Who knows? Wow! Ugh, it keeps happening. Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I'm going to stop interrupting myself. Okay. Okay. I've been scrolling Twitter a lot, as you do, and I've been saving a lot of, like, 3D modeling, like, hacks and instructional videos. So maybe I'll jump into that soon. Breathing is very important. It is. It is. It's one of the most important things you do all the time. I believe in you. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sketch out some designs for a new model today. I should probably do some work in Unreal Engine too, actually. Ooh, I have to order more RAM sticks. I ordered more RAM sticks, and I was like, yes. And then they canceled my order because they were out of stock. Why is it listed on your website if you're out of stock? I was so mad. So now I have to order more. But once I have more RAM, we're getting back in Unreal Engine, baby. I believe in life after love. You know what I always find funny when video games give you a tutorial on how to do things you've been doing for like the entire time up until that point? Like, what if in life there was a breathing tutorial that you only got to take after you were like 20? Honestly, there's some shit where I'm like, why did no one teach me this when I was like 5? Like whistling. I was informed yesterday on stream that it's weird that I don't know how to whistle. Like, I don't know, I just can't. I've tried, I just don't know how. Not that unusual? Thank you! I didn't think it was that unusual, but everyone yesterday was like, what? You don't know how to whistle? Are you for real? You should learn that. I think that's normal. I believe only like 30% of people know how to whistle. Wait, seriously? Hold on. What percent of people know how to whistle? There are no scientific polls on the number of people who can't whistle. Oh. There's no scientific polls. However, in an informal internet poll, 67% of respondents indicated they can't whistle at all or not well. Oh, okay. So 67% can't or only poorly. Only 13% considered themselves excellent whistlers. Dang. Ooh, I kind of got something. I don't know if you could hear that. I don't know if you could hear that, but I kind of got something that time. Hold on. I'll get closer to the mic. That kind of worked. Oh my god! Hey, there was a little bit of one there. LOL, you learned how to blow air. Yay, LOL. I can't do it really reliably, but sometimes oh man, I'm getting a little dizzy. I think I might have been blowing too much air out. Oh man, I think that's enough trying to whistle for now. Every so often there was a little bit of whistling, but mostly it was just me blowing air out, yeah. How do you whistle, Nox? Do you not use air? Yeah, there's definitely blowing air out involved, but I think a lot of it is just me going... Oh man, I need to stop doing that. I'm breathing too much and I'm getting dizzy. Habit. What? Oh no. Oh no, my hubris. My hubris. Now I'm nasty and dizzy. No. Bonk. Bonk. Get bonked. Okay, trying to get my bearings back. Trying to get my bearings back. I got too dizzy. Okay. Wow, it's embarrassing how disoriented trying to whistle made me. That's genuinely embarrassing. You know you're supposed to breathe as well while whistling, not just blow it all out. I was just breathing too much, and I guess my brain got upset at me. It takes a lot of air. I've been having issues with lightheadedness for a long time now as well, so that's the main reason I'm off work, actually, is because I keep getting lightheaded, and that's not good when you use knives and hot pans and hot sugar and stuff. So unfortunately, no work for me right now. So the dizziness did not come from nowhere. Corvid, stop dying. I'm not dying. I am not dying. You're gonna scare people. Someone was in here recently and I said something about like, oh yeah, I have like a neurological condition referring to my Tourette's. And they were like, what? Oh my god, are you okay? Are you dying? And I was like, oh, no, don't worry. It's not scary. It's not scary. I felt really bad. They were like, what, you're dying? And I'm like, no. They were like, oh my god, thank god. And I'm like, I appreciate the concern, but you do not have to worry. I am not dying. I mean, technically we're all dying. You got like another 60 to 80 years on you. I mean, I read once that you continue like actively growing and developing until you're 25. So you don't start dying. Like once you turn 25, you start like you stop like actively developing and you do start like actually slowly not like undeveloping, but like you slowly start wearing out once you hit 25. And I'm not 25 yet. Well, not like slowly start wearing out. You know what I mean? Like you stop actively growing at 25. Reverse developing, yeah. You stop actively growing at 25, so that's the age that you start dying, I guess. And I'm not 25 yet, so I'm not dying yet. I'm still growing. Maybe I'll even get taller. Because I'm not tall right now. And I'd like to be. I would like to be 6'2". I would like to grow 12 inches and be 6'2". That's my New Year's resolution. Jenna Marbles. 7 inches taller. It's my New Year's resolution. There's surgery for that? Wait, seriously? Are you for real? That reminds me of this person who goes on Tinder dates without telling people how tall she is, and she's like almost 7 feet tall. What? She's almost 7 feet tall? That's like the best surprise ever. Imagine going on a date with a girl because you think she's like cute and interesting, and you get there and she is cute and interesting and she's also almost 7 feet tall. Dude, jackpot. Absolute jackpot. Absolute jackpot. She has this video of herself meeting this guy, and the first thing he asks her is, how's the weather up there? So she spits on him, tells him it's raining, and walks off. She can spit on me. I mean, what? What? I mean, I mean, that sounds kind of rude. Oh well. Drats. Drats. Anyway. Honestly, the thing where guys are like, I don't like tall women. I don't want a woman who's taller than me. That baffles me. That baffles me. Tall women are undesirable. Muscular women are undesirable. Like, bro, are you sure? Are you okay? Like, you don't want a tall woman who can bench press you? Hi, Taylor! Another stream? Yeah, another stream. The headache meds work today, so I'm here. It's just as goofy that women demand tall men. Yeah. Short kings are awesome, too. I can understand to some extent that I probably wouldn't date a lady 7 feet tall because anytime we tried to kiss, she would have to bend over and I'd have to stand on my tippy toes. Sounds kind of annoying. She can just pick me up. She can just pick me up. I would be really impressed with a woman who could bench press me. Yeah, me too. I always tell my friends, I have a bunch of friends who are short guys. Your girlfriend has to hit the gym, I guess. Honestly, my goal is to be the buff girlfriend. Like, buff women are awesome, but my ultimate goal is to be the buff girlfriend. I'm only 5'2", though, so I have a lot of work to do. Like, I'm a pretty small person. So in order to be able to pull that off, it's gonna take a while. So you're going to bench press your girlfriend? That's the dream. That's the dream. Currently, I'm hoping to deadlift her, but it's gonna take me a little while. I can't go to the gym right now because of medical stuff, but I was getting closer. Abby goals. Abby? Oh, like from The Last of Us? I haven't played The Last of Us 2, actually. I only played the first one. Yeah, there's a whole counterculture regarding the attraction of buff women. Oh, don't worry. I follow all of them. All of them. Ball Buddy comes to mind. I actually don't know if I follow that one. I follow a few of them. My brother and I named our cat Abby after that character. Cool. Ball Buddy. Let me Google Ball Buddy. Oh wait, yeah, no, I do know this person. I've seen this person's art before, yeah. Never mind, I actually am familiar. I don't follow a lot of Twitter artists who draw hot women. Because my account is my VTuber account. So I don't follow a lot of them on Twitter. But, I have a TikTok. I have like a couple different TikTok profiles, and one of my TikTok profiles I don't post on. I just follow like fitness influencers. Just to like, I make separate TikTok accounts to follow different things. So that I can like organize my For You page. Like if I want to watch funny videos, I go to a different TikTok profile than if I want to like get workout advice, you know? And that system works pretty well for me. So I just have it all separated. Muscle orc ogre girl supremacy. Orc girls are pretty cool. When I played a tiny bit of Baldur's Gate 3, and the character I made was an orc. An orc with pink hair, and her name was Barbie. I think she was a pink orc named Barbie, but I could be wrong. It could have been something else. I follow one hot lady artist on Twitter. Can people see who you follow? Yeah, they can. I follow some hot lady artists on Twitter, but most of them are people who I actually know, and I just like don't like their posts because I don't want anyone who follows me to be like, oh my god, that's a boob drawing. I don't want to scare anyone who follows me, so I just don't like it. I just tell them personally, like, hey, I really liked your art. I liked your hot lady art. But I do have some friends who draw hot ladies, and they're pretty cool. You wanna know a secret? You wanna know a secret that society doesn't want you to know? Most of the artists you see drawing hot women are hot women. Everyone, you see people drawing like hot women on Twitter, and you're like, oh, this is a man. Everyone assumes it's a man, but a lot of them are actually hot women. Well, I don't like the art either. Dang. Then why do they present themselves as men? I think if they presented themselves as women, they'd be more popular. A lot of them don't actually confirm or deny either way. They don't want people to be creepy, so they just like don't say anything about what they are, and people just assume they're men. They're just like, oh, this person draws hot women with big titties. Clearly this artist is a man, and they just make that assumption. But they're not. They just don't actively talk about the fact that they're women. The ones I do have traditional male names. Some of them are men. Like, a lot of them are men, but more than you think are women. But yeah, more ladies drawing lady art. More people who draw hot women on Twitter are women than you think. I mean, I like the art, I just don't press the like button. Oh yeah, that's me too. I have a friend. I have an online friend who's like a really popular Twitter artist. Well, not like really popular, but she's like quite popular. She's a popular Twitter artist, and she makes incredible drawings. She's had fan art of hers, of like the Hololive girls used in their thumbnails and stuff. Which is crazy. Like, every so often she'll message the group chat and she's like, one of the Hololive girls used my art for her schedule again, and I'm like, holy shit. And I can confirm she's drop dead gorgeous too. Like, she's an incredible artist. She draws very hot ladies, and she also is incredibly gorgeous. And it's like, damn. Some people really just have it all. It's easier to draw your own body type sometimes, endless reference. Yeah, I can see that. When I get a new model, I'm gonna be a buff bird. I'm gonna be buff. This bird's getting jacked. With consent, hopefully? Oh, yeah, no. She's totally cool with it. She loves it. She's like, oh my god, they used my art. I love that. No, she loves it. We don't want them stealing the art. No, they always credit. They always credit. The Holo girls are always really good about that. Project Melody actually used a piece of art of hers for something she posted once too, and she was like, guys, Melody noticed me. I don't know, hopefully... I'm not gonna name any names, I should probably stop talking, but like... Hopefully she's alright with me lavishing praise on her on my stream, but... She's genuinely such a cool person. Oh man, that headache medicine I took earlier had caffeine in it. And I think I might be having a caffeine crash. This is what I was afraid of. How long does caffeine last? Between 4 and 6 hours. Yeah, this might be the start of a caffeine crash. The caffeine crash usually comes into play about 3 to 4 hours after your first dose of caffeine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might be what's going on. Dang it. It worked for my headache, and now I'm sleepy. Sad. Very sad. I don't normally do caffeine, but I know it helps with headaches sometimes, so I was like, oh, I'll give this medicine with caffeine in it a try, and it worked, but at what cost? At what cost? Like, I'm not just gonna pop more headache meds, and I don't, like, have anything caffeinated. Dang. Who, hyping myself up, hyping myself up. We got this. Oh my goodness. It blows my mind that so many people consume caffeine every day. Like, damn, you deal with this every day? Like, my sister is so addicted to caffeine. And I cannot imagine. My body would explode if I drank as much caffeine as she does in a day. I'll be like, oh my god, you're drinking like a Monster Energy? I think that would actually kill me. And she's like, oh, this is my third one. Like... You're insane. How are you alive? I bought a whole bunch of those meds because they're supposed to help with cramps too. But, whew. Those might be emergency meds. My stepfather drinks probably 5 to 8 liters of coffee a day. Liters? Liters? How much caffeine in a liter of coffee. What the fuck? That can't be right. That cannot be right. Because 1 liter of coffee has 406 milligrams of caffeine, and 400 is like what the FDA says, hey, you shouldn't have more than this in a day. After 400, the FDA is like, hey, you should stop. So the idea of having 5 to 8 of those is absolutely insane. I don't even think I drink a liter of water. No, I probably drink a liter of water today, but I definitely don't drink like more than 4 liters of water a day. $400 is the amount inside of that lemonade? Yeah, that's why I know. That lemonade is genuinely insane. I cannot believe they thought that was a good idea. Like, I love lemonade. I drink a lot of lemonade. It's probably my favorite beverage. But I hate when lemonades are caffeinated. I hate when lemonades are caffeinated. It makes me so upset. If my friends are like, oh, what do you want from Starbucks? Like, I'm going to Starbucks, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, do they have lemonade? And they're like, yeah, but it has this much caffeine. I'm like, seriously? Caffeine does not belong in lemonade. Drink something else. Drink something else. Leave the lemonade for the bitches with the sensitive nervous systems who can't drink it. Because then I just can't order anything. Like, I don't do caffeine, I don't do alcohol, so when I go out to a restaurant or like get a beverage, almost always I get lemonade because I know it's safe. And if it's not safe, nowadays I have to start asking, hey, does this lemonade have caffeine in it? Do you know what a stupid question that is? I didn't used to have to ask that. And now because of people like Starbucks and Panera, a drink that used to just be easy and safe to order is like, great, now I have to ask. Now I have to ask. I got beef with these people. Safe for work lemonade? Yeah, all lemonade should be... all lemonade should be Corvid safe, but it's not. It's not all Corvid safe because people keep putting caffeine in everything. I don't want caffeine. It will upset my tummy and my head. I'm a sensitive lady who just wants a regular lemonade. Sorry, I know I'm very passionate about this. But it's annoying. My girlfriend doesn't like carbonated beverages, and she's always so sad when we're at a place, and because she orders lemonade a lot too, and she's like, oh, do you have lemonade? And they're like, it's sparkling, and she's always like, damn. Like, I like sparkling lemonade, but I do think that that is a separate beverage. Oh man, those San Pellegrino lemonades are so good, though. I went to Italy with my family quite a few years ago. My parents had been planning the trip for like a long time. They were like, this is our big trip. We're finally leaving the country. We're gonna go spend some time in Italy, and it was really fun. They planned it for so long. They were so excited. And I had a great time. But one thing that haunts me is they had this soda there. It was just like a black can, and I think it was just called lemon soda. I think that was just the name of the brand. And it was so good. I ordered that lemon soda everywhere we went. And they don't, I've never seen it back home. And I'm so sad. Because all the soda here is like lemon lime, and to me that's not the same. I don't want lemon lime soda. I don't really like Sprite. I don't really like 7-Up. I just want lemon soda. Red Rabbit, hi! Italy seems like a pretty neat place. I really liked it. I thought it was lovely. I loved that you could take a train. And I love that everyone had naps built into their daily schedule. I think we should adopt that in the United States. I think everyone should get a break at like 1 to 4 p.m. to go home and take a nap. America should adopt the siesta model. I don't know what they call it in Italy, but my dad calls it siesta because he used to live in Spain. But yeah, just close everything for those 3 hours and let me sleep. And then keep it all open later at night. Beautiful. Fantastic system. No notes. Also, I love cacio e pepe. I think more places should serve cacio e pepe. Oh man. Yeah, that caffeine crash is definitely happening. Maybe next time I should take half the caffeinated headache medicine and half the regular medicine. So that this doesn't happen as hard. Because, oh man, like, it worked, but now I think I need to lie down. No, I will fight through it. I have stuff to do. I'm supposed to edit and shit today. I have things to do. I have things and stuff to get done. Oh, editing is fun. I always hated editing, but I'm warming up to it. Slowly but surely, I am warming up to editing. I think I just needed to find an editing software that I didn't absolutely hate. Cause I tried a bunch of different ones and I was like, this is not fun. And then finally, someone was like, oh, you know DaVinci Resolve is free, right? Like, the really nice one, you can use that for free. And I was like, you can what? You can just use it? And they're like, yeah, you can just get DaVinci Resolve for free. And so I downloaded DaVinci Resolve, and I hate editing so much less. So much less. I'm so annoyed that I didn't know that was an option this whole time. Yep, Resolve is free and so easy. Yeah, I'm kicking myself that I didn't know about it before. Like, I had looked at the website before and they're like free sample version and pay this much for the full version. And normally when you see that, it means you can use the free sample version to make one video with a watermark before you're allowed to pay. And I didn't want to get caught up in that again, so I was like, I don't trust that. But no, genuinely, it is actually free. There's just like a couple more advanced effects that you have to pay for if you want to make like really high quality stuff, like insane editing. But anything like normal, including a lot of really cool effects, you can just get from the free version. What makes it better than the others? I find it way more intuitive. It is super well documented because a bunch of people use it, so it's way easier to find tutorials for it. I like the UI, it's really well organized. It's really thorough in all the different things you can do with it. And did I mention it's free? That's probably my favorite thing about it. Yeah, I'm kicking myself that I didn't know it was free. Like, actually. I hate when websites do that. They're like, you can use our program for free. And you're like, fantastic. And they're like, you can make 3 videos with the free version. And they all have to have a massive watermark on them. And be less than 30 seconds. And you can only use these features. It's like, okay, your program is not free then. If literally everything that I'm trying to use from it requires me to use the paid version, then like, it's not really free, is it? They're like, pay to export your video, and I'm like, if I can't export the thing I made, then your program is not actually free, is it? That always pissed me off. They're like, use the free version of our app. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try out the free version. And then I make a thing and I go to export it and they're like, in order to actually get the thing you spent the last 2 hours working on, you actually have to pay us. And I'm like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Right, call it a free trial, not free. Yeah, if I see free trial, I know to avoid it. I want an actual free version. I use Sony Vegas. I tried Wondershare because it's got all this AI editing thing, but it crashes if you try editing more than 15 minutes. I don't like AI stuff. I don't trust it. I don't trust it to be good, and I feel gross using it. Like, I would genuinely rather put in the work to do something myself than do it AI. And I know there's gonna be a bunch of tech bros who hear people say that and they're like, that's so stupid, but like, I don't like it. I tried Vegas and Video Wave and Roxio and DaVinci Resolve is best by far. Yeah, I'm so annoyed that I didn't realize it was actually free. All these shitty companies claiming that their shit is free, but it's like a scam. They made me too suspicious. And I didn't trust this to actually be free, and it is, and I'm so annoyed by it. Like, congratulations, you ruined it for everyone. Not just free, but open source, which means adding stuff to it is also free and easy. If there's a free open source program for the thing I want to do, I will almost always choose the free open source one. Like, if it says free open source, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, OBS over Streamlabs, DaVinci Resolve over Adobe anything. Like, I love that shit. That's part of the reason I don't use any of the like packaged VTuber, like 3D VTuber programs. I think they're awesome. And I think a lot of them are open source. I think it's really awesome that people make those, like Wardo, Vignon. I think those are fantastic programs, and I looked into using them, but I just want to be able to have, like, full control over what I'm doing. People do some insane stuff in there, but, like, the fact that the programs are so new and have so little documentation, like, I'm not actually trained in any of these programs I use. I taught myself how to use all of them myself on YouTube and, like, forum posts. So I like to use, even if it's a little more, like, even if it's a little more complicated, and there's a bunch of stuff I don't actually use. Like, do I use most of the features of Unreal Engine? No. I don't use most of them. But I feel less restricted because there's so many more options. Like, if I have a crazy idea, I feel like I can usually execute it. And I can find someone online explaining how to do the thing most of the time, because more people know how to use the program. Vignon is super easy. It's got this tree system, so if you basically know the bare minimum of programming, you could do whatever you want and create ridiculous, crazy things. Yeah, Vignon is really cool. I tried it out, but it just wasn't for me. I think it's awesome. I think Suvidriel is doing really awesome shit for the VTuber community, and I think Vignon is amazing. Personally, I'm just a control freak. I'm just a control freak, and I want to do everything myself. I'm just weird like that. Ooh, yeah, the caffeine crash is hitting me. It's hitting me. I don't know, maybe I just need a snack. No, I've actually eaten a reasonable amount today. Am I hungry? I think I'm a little hungry. Oh my god, I think I might have to leave. I think I might have to hop off and take a nap. Need a nap? Yeah, I might need a nap. Like, ooh, the caffeinated medicine, the caffeinated medicine kicked the headache enough for me to stream, but now it's coming back and knocking me out. It was a short-term solution, and you know what? I'm glad, because I wanted to stream today, and I would have been sad if my headache was too bad to stream. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. And the rest of the day, I'm just gonna be like, I've never even heard of caffeinated medicine before. It is, I took Midol. Midol is usually marketed for cramps, but it treats a lot of symptoms that happen at the same time as cramps, like bloating, headache, back pain, all kinds of stuff. It's like a blend of all sorts of different things that like helps with a bunch of stuff. So I took it for my headache today because I was like, hey, maybe this will help. And it did. It knocked that headache straight out of my head. It's gone. Now I just need to go sleep because I'm not used to having caffeine. I'm gonna go have a snack and take a nap. And then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do offline work. I'm gonna edit and upload videos and work in Unreal and stuff. But for now it's time to snooze. Like, genuinely, I feel like I'm about to pass out in my chair. So we're not gonna raid. We're not gonna raid. Oh no, that's no good. I'm so fucking tired right now. Normally I like to raid, but I don't like to show up. I don't generally like to raid and be like, here I am, bye. Like, I gotta go now. So I'll see you guys. What's tomorrow? Saturday? I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. No, it is expected nowadays. They expect me to just dip. The old raid and run. Yeah, you're right, we should raid. I have a friend on who will totally understand. We're raiding Misty. I know Misty's gonna be cool. Go hang out with Misty. Misty's fantastic. Misty also has ticks. And it looks like Misty's playing Final Fantasy VII, which I have never played. So I gotta go nap. Yeah, pass on the message for me. Tell Misty hi, and that I'm sorry I can't catch her stream, but I need to go sleep. Alright. See you guys tomorrow, probably. Bye-bye. Thank you.